Hello guys, welcome back to GQ Talks Football. We have tons of things to talk about today. I apologize there was no video yesterday. I'm on transition. I'm trying to do a thing or two for my personal life. So that took a chunk of my time yesterday. So we have a whole lot to talk about. And to be honest with you, I actually don't have a lot of willpower or the enthusiasm to talk about Chelsea anymore. For me, until BlueCo finds their way out, I don't think I would even express any sense of genuine joy if we were to sign players like Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and the likes. Because I feel that no matter the kind or type of player that comes into Chelsea right now, the story still remains the same. Who's going to be the gaffer? What's the module in place? What's the plan in place? Are we playing competitions to go for it, or are we just playing competitions for the finances that comes with it? Because for me, until the model changes and until this ownership changes, I do not think I'm going to express some sort of joy announcing to you guys anyone that Chelsea wants to sign right now. Because, like I said, we have tons of things to discuss, from Enzo Fernandez's interview and then his possible exit out of Chelsea, John Terry, Captain JT, his interview and his take about our 8-2 loss. And then Chelsea also looking at signing a player from Bundesliga and also a goalkeeper from Argentina, the River Plate to be precise. And how BlueCo is backing up Liam Rossinier. The module hasn't changed at all. And also the imminent signing of Bako from Strasbourg, that's also in play. And we're also going to be talking about the preview Everton versus Chelsea. So we'll have a lot to talk about, and I'm just going to skip a bit of them just to save time, because if I really want to go into details about the interviews, about the upcoming signings and all, this video will take over 30 minutes. So let's get right straight into it. Enzo Fernandez. Now, Enzo Fernandez was interviewed and he was asked about our game with PSG and what were his takes, especially after the game when we lost 5-2 to them. And Enzo Fernandez, was like, Chelsea had gone through a whole lot of similar situations, and then coming back actually wasn't an issue and shouldn't be an issue. However, that was done under Enzo Maresca. So anything can happen. And then he was asked about his future at Chelsea. And Enzo said that right now he's at Chelsea. He's trying to focus on the FA, competition, the remaining 8 games of the league, and how possible we can get into top 4. And that's all he knows for now. You and I know that Enzo, like some other crop of players, are most likely going to leave Chelsea come the end of this season. And if you would ask me, I think that includes Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Marco Corella, and the likes. Because recently, I think Caicedo turned down, a new deal or a salary upgrade. He rejected it. Same with, Malo Gusto. These guys are ambitious players. They want to go to a team where they can fight for trophies. Right now, this ownership is the module. It's not about trophies. It's about just making top 4, staying in Champions League, just having appearance fees, seeing that Chelsea is a Champions League team so that they can attract some other youngsters and not elite players, other new prospects to come into Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea is a Champions League team. Let me sign for them. So right now, all they do is just to make money. Competing for top 4 on a steady, playing in Champions League, not looking at winning these competitions, just appearance fee. So right now, don't be surprised, guys, if some of our players come the end of the season, Vermoos, the top players in our team. Right now, the only person that I've committed is Reece James, and who is currently injured. So don't expect him in the next 7 to 8 weeks, if not more. So right now, guys, prepare your mind. Enzo Fernandez, we have top teams in the world who are already on his radar. And if you ask me, I think with all this interview, this is where I think Enzo is playing some little game, trying to sound like, oh guys, I'm available. If the right price comes in, the right offer, the right bargain, I'm going to kiss the Chelsea badge goodbye. PSG is there. Even Real Madrid, as a matter of fact, Enzo himself said that if a team in La Liga comes, he doesn't mind playing in La Liga. And you and I know that that is Real Madrid. Not too long ago, Real Madrid tried to test the waters with Enzo Fernandez. So guys, tell me what you think about Enzo Fernandez. Do you still see him as a Chelsea player come the end of the season into next season? I doubt that. And I seriously doubt that even more if we do not qualify for Champions League. So up to the next news. Tell me what you think about Enzo Fernandez, and also what you think about our top players. How many of them do you think will still remain in Chelsea at the end of the season? I personally, I doubt like 3 or 4 players who are the top guns on our team to remain in Chelsea. Now up to the next news. Chelsea is looking at signing another upcoming star. If you ask me, I call him an upcoming star because right now he is a shining star at FC Cologne in Bundesliga, in the person of Said El Malah. Chelsea is bidding 45 million euros right now for him, trying to snatch the deal off of Brighton, because Brighton, as we hear, the news is that they are close to having a signature alongside his younger brother. But right now the news is that Chelsea has placed an offer on the table for about 7 years, 45 million euros, and also to sign his younger brother, that his brother will be playing in probably the under 21s. But what I think Chelsea is trying to do, I don't want to go into the profile of the player. Remember from the start of the video, I said I have no enthusiasm announcing, oh, Chelsea is about to sign this player, that player. Right now, the model doesn't suit any caliber of player we bring in. What gaffer do we have? Do we have elite coaches like Klopp or Pep or even Enzo that just left? Even people like, Arteta doing so well at Arsenal. So what are we looking at when we want to talk about players coming in? Who's going to manage them? Is Zidane coming in? We heard that a talk was going on for Felipe Luis, that's the Flamengo coach. What exactly are we doing, even if we're bringing in the best of the best players, when this model remains the same with the salary structure, the wages and all of that? Right now, Said El Malah is looking like a brilliant player, good height, good fit with the football. But then, do we notice how the elite players we're having are actually dropping form? Let's leave Cole Palmer, who has been injured, Caicedo. That is what happens when you have mediocre kind of player playing around you. Good players need other good players around them to play good football. Cole Palmer is dropping in form drastically. Let's forget that, oh, he was injured. But Cole Palmer is really dropping in form. He's ditching right now. He's dipping in form. The same thing with Caicedo. João Pedro, who has been one of our best players in recent time, in the last 2 matches against Newcastle and against PSG, there's not so much to talk about his game. So right now, I don't care who Chelsea wants to buy. And it shows that this ownership do not want to change. They're still looking at a 19-year-old Said El Malah from FC Cologne. Is it the change that we need? Come on, BlueCo, get out. Just get out already. I don't want to go into the 21-year-old goalkeeper from River Plate in Argentina. He was their 5th or 6th choice goalkeeper. But because the senior goalkeepers had injury, fate falls in his plate, and then it took advantage of it, just like as it was for DJ back in the days when he was playing for Atletico, and then the top goalkeeper had injury and DJ took advantage of it. Yeah, fine. Right now, his name is Santiago Bertrand. He's doing so well at River Plate. As a matter of fact, doing so well such that Real Madrid is also on his radar to have him replace Lunin. But then, is that what we need right now? Under this ownership? Believe me, I actually don't have so much joy and enthusiasm talking about Chelsea so much. It saddens my heart. But I have to keep showing up for you guys, and I have to keep up doing what I'm doing. That's because genuinely I love football. Now, tell me what you think. Do you know Said El Mala? What do you think about this game? Do you think it's someone he plays from the flank, from the left side? Even though we know we have Kenda coming in next season, are we giving up on Garnacho already? Gittins, who is out injured? What is Chelsea exactly trying to do? Are we trying to sign these players to have them replace one or two players in Strasbourg? Is El Mala coming straight into the Chelsea team? Or, well, taking him straight to Strasbourg? Because truthfully, apart from Brighton, who have actually almost gotten the deal done, we have other teams like Bayern, most especially Bayern in Bundesliga, trying to get his signature as well. We have Dortmund on his radar. We also have Spurs, who most likely, with the way things are going, unless something changes, are going to be relegated. So we have tons of top teams trying to get the signature. But tell me what you think. Is it the player we need? I personally have given up all hope when it comes to players from Bundesliga. None has really hit the mark since they've come to Premier League. Is it Kai Havertz? Is it Andre Schürrle back in the days? He even tried for Chelsea. Are we talking about Timo Werner? Are we talking about Florian Wirtz, who is now trying to pick some form, at Liverpool? So I think the tempo of the Premier League game is quite on the high side for players coming in from the Bundesliga. So that's my own, take. That's my thoughts. I don't know what you think. So let me know in the comments below what you think about Said El Mala. And then I've already spoken briefly about the goalkeeper from River Plate in Argentina in the person of Santiago Bertrand, whom Chelsea is looking at signing. What I think Chelsea is trying to do here is that we're looking at bringing Penders from Strasbourg to Chelsea come next season. So I think that Chelsea doesn't want to just leave Strasbourg thin and dry. I personally think they're trying to have the signature of Santiago Bertrand to replace Penders at Strasbourg. I think that's the card BlueCo are trying to play here. Right now, Good Heights is doing so well, doing incredible things. As a matter of fact, there is a speculation going on that he might be called even for the World Cup to be among the goalkeeping departments. So right now, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just keep checking on that page and see if anything comes up. But let me know if you think anything about Santiago Bertrand. Is this someone you know? Is this someone you're looking forward to us signing? Let's see what happens from there. Personally, I think it's going to Strasbourg to replace Penders, while Penders move over to Chelsea. And talking about Strasbourg, we're talking about Coco Bacco. That's what I call him personally. So Bacco is looking at coming into Chelsea. And for me, I think the news is beginning to gain some grounds. Personally, I think that Chelsea is trying to do that because of the fear that Enzo Fernandez will be leaving. Mind you, do not forget, we're also looking at players like Anderson from, Nottingham Forest, Walton from Crystal Palace. But right now, Valentin Bacco is one that Liam Rossinier actually wanted when he first came to Chelsea. Hold the thought about Liam Rossinier. I'm coming right straight to him soonest. Now, right now, we're looking at, Valentin Bacco, who has scored about 1 goal, 10 assists right now in Strasbourg in about 30 games thereabouts. Right now, it's like the emerging deep line player coming up. He's gaining a lot of attention and attraction from all over Europe. So Chelsea's looking at bringing him in. Probably they're also preparing their mind to lose Enzo Fernandez. But right now, there's something Chelsea, I think they are doing that they need to correct some physical errors. When I say physical errors, is because I think we lack some level of physicality in the Chelsea team. We have lost a whole lot of duels, area balls, and the likes of it because we have average height players all over the positions at Chelsea. So BlueCo isn't necessarily the kind of player we need, because I think height is one of the reasons why Chelsea is also going for Saeed El Malah. So right now, Chelsea needs to balance things up by going for players with some physicality. Remember back in the days, man, we signed Nemanja Matic specifically, not like he wasn't a good player. He was a good player, but specifically for his height, for his physicality. I remember when we played Manchester City. You need to see the Nemanja Matic against Yaya Toure of the days before. It was a great competition between the two of them. Massive, lovely fight, lovely duel between the two of them. Chelsea signed players in various departments to suit the physicality of the Premier League. These days, BlueCo just look, oh, they gave birth to him 3 months ago. It's looking like he has the leg of Lionel Messi. Let's sign him. Oh, that was given birth to like some 18 months ago. Wow, that leg looks like Cristiano Ronaldo's. What do you think, Stewart? Let's sign him. That's what it looks like what this BlueCo are doing right now. For me, I think they tend to forget about a whole lot of other, features that are needed. They just look, oh, it's like the next emerging talent. Bring him in. Whether or not such a player suits our style of play, suits the Premier League or not, they don't care. As long as they look at the player having a prospect that they can buy for some little amount of money, develop the player, flip him for a good price, and fill their pockets. So right now, I don't know what to say about BlueCo. Personally, I don't think that's our problem. And I don't think BlueCo will solve the midfield problem. Now, tell me what you think about Valentin BlueCo. Do you think he's a player that is going to turn things around for us, irrespective of his physical stature? Is this someone you would love to see in the Chelsea team? Please let me know in the comments below. Right now, we'll go to Liam Rossinier. The long and short is that it's being backed up by BlueCo, the directors, and the entire Clear Lake. For me, I think it's going to be the fall guy at the end of the day. They say they are backing him up because he hasn't got enough time or chance to allow or get the team to play in his own style of play. But how would that happen when already the crop of players we have who are doing relatively well now under Enzo Maresca, you decide to kick him out and then bring in Liam Rossinier, whom personally I think is not ready yet to be a Chelsea gaffer. And this is what JT said in his interview when he was interviewed. And he said, I don't care what team you're playing against. I don't care. Losing 8-2 to a team is despicable. Losing 8-2 to a team is nothing short of nonsensical. He was saying that he doesn't care what team you're playing with. Losing 8-2 is a no-no. And that is true. And these are the things that JT can bring to the table, why this current ownership doesn't want to bring him into the coaching crew or even to be the current Chelsea gaffer. Someone who is qualified, who currently have the FIFA license, who just even bagged another certification recently, who is Chelsea blue through and through. That man practically bleeds blue blood. Been there, done that. But this ownership will not put him there because I believe he will not close his eyes to a whole lot of nonsense going on in the football club. So right now, they're backing Rossinier, but I don't see Rossinier lasting longer than this season. I think come the end of the season, he's going to be gone. We have 8 games to go. What's the guarantee we can win 4 or 5 of those games? Because if we win the 8 games, that's 24 points. Adding to the 48 points we have, that is going to give us about 72 points. But you and I know that is not going to happen. We still have about a game or two or three to even draw and maybe lose one or two. That's the reality on ground. And it's on this premise that I believe a whole lot of the elite players would leave Chelsea come end of the season if we do not qualify for Champions League. So there's a whole lot to talk about. I probably might have to do a second video, but let's see how that goes. Like I said, I'm doing a thing or two in my personal life. So jumping right into the preview of Everton versus Chelsea. Tomorrow, am I looking forward to the game? Not truly or not really. I'm only looking forward to the game because it's a weekend. I'm going to just sit down, relax, and watch football because I love football. But having my hopes high for this current Chelsea team, it's a no-no. So am I going to start telling us about the lineup? Whatever players we filled up, I would not lie, guys. BlueCo just needs to go. I personally don't want the fans to go and watch this game. But it's going to sound unfair to the match-going fans who have purchased a long ticket or a long season ticket. Personally, if they can sacrifice it and not go, leave the benches empty. Like the players started leaving towards the end of the PSG game. If they can leave their seats empty, fantastic. For those who want to go, understandably so, please make your voices heard. Chant it out, sing the anti-ownership song, BlueCo out, anything, sing the Roman Abramovich song, how much we miss it and the whole light. Just make your voice heard. Let BlueCo knows that in unity and in uniformity, we are saying they should vamoose and leave our club alone. They should just sell, pack up and leave. It's as simple as that. We need to speak in one voice, all YouTubers, Chelsea fans all over the world, match-going fans, those who are just around anywhere. Just let our voices be one. BlueCo out. We don't need you. You guys have done more than enough, and it's evident that you people are not ready to change. Still going for 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds, still because you do not want to change the model, because the model is about making money and not being concerned about the footballing aspects of the club, which is absolutely wrong. So personally, my lineup just remains the same for me to enjoy my game. At the goalpost, undoubtedly so, nothing should change that. Robert Sanchez. At the left back, Marc Cucurella. The centre high, then I think Fofana is done with his fasting. Chalobah wouldn't actually have a very good game in our last match, but still, he's still one of the best defenders we have currently right now, or should I say the most consistent defender. However, he left injured, if we remember. No news yet about his injury, at least that I know of. But if he's injured, please, Benoit or Tosin should stay clear of our matches. Just please bring in Mamadou Sarr and Wesley Fofana. And at the right back, Captain Rhys James is still injured, so Gusto. And at the pivots, right ahead of them, please, no much tweaking. Just leave Enzo and Moises Caicedo right there. Right at the top of them, or ahead of them, please, Cole Palmer. Allow Cole Palmer cook at the number 10 position. And at the right side, Pedro Neto, whom I will not lie, has been horrendous in the last couple of games. But he's a player that has a very good work rate. That is why I think that he's being used. So at the right-hand side, Pedro Neto. Left-hand side, Garnacho. But for me, if Estavo Willian is currently fit and good to go, please use him at the right-hand side. And maybe Neto comes in, at the second half. Then left-hand side, right now, undoubtedly, I think productive-wise, Garnacho is doing well. Let him just play at the left-hand side. And then João Pedro. Funny enough, I can't believe this is going to come from me, but I was a bit impressed, a little, just a bit, impressed with Liam Delap in our last game against PSG. He was trying to show some, level of, or the instinct of a good striker. Hitting one time, one touch, two touch, the hold-up play, Beautiful. I wish he can do that more, and then probably the goals will start coming in. So that's my lineup for the Everton Chelsea game. Now, tell me if that's what you think is going to happen, or if Liam Rossini is going to come up with a different lineup. I would not be surprised, because I think BlueCo sometimes Ed Bagali, or what was his name, and then the rest actually pick up the team. So personally, that's my own lineup. Now to the prediction for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm only trying to be optimistic as a Chelsea fan. I would have said a 1-1 draw. That's what screams inside of me. But just because I want to be positive, I would say Everton 1, Chelsea 2. So that is it for today. I'm sorry for this long video. Ordinarily, I should split the video to make it into 2 videos, but I'm not exactly sure about my availability for the rest of the day. So please like, share, and subscribe. Support this channel. It's coming from true and genuine love for football. Hopefully, I will improve in the visuals, the videos, the pictures, the graphic entirely. Just support me, like, share, and subscribe. Also follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, and even on WhatsApp channel. It's the same everywhere. GQ Talks Football. Until next time, let peace reign in the world. One love. Peace out.